Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. Some hours ago, we brought to news where the government of Nigeria, the federal government, had called upon the ambassador from Finland and to explain to her of the many challenges they're having with Simon Ekpa, who is a Finnish citizen and as well as a Nigerian citizen. Although at some point he said Simon Ekpa said that he denounced the Nigerian citizenship. Well, there was a response, but right now there's a letter trending of which the Finnish government have decided to address the matter, and of course there's also a reply from Simon Ekpa over the same matter. It's really getting interesting. I'm going to read the letter to us, and of course, I also give us the response Simon Ekpa gave about 33 minutes after this became a trending issue. Well, according to the letter, it said Finnish government mentioned the location and the telephone number. It said dated February 15, 2023, Mr. Simon Ekpa, following the complaints by Nigerians in Finland and the Nigerian government about your various pronouncements using the social media outlets to impose a sit-at-home in Nigeria, you are hereby warned to desist from such nefarious activities which are capable of disturbing the peace and causing bloodshed. More worrying to the Finnish government is your imposition of sit-at-home on days slated for democratic elections in Nigeria. This is an act of international terrorism. You are hereby directed to call off your planned sit-at-home by pronouncing through the same media outlets that you used for your illegal pronouncement a reversal of your sit-at-home orders. Mr. Simon Ekpa, you have 48 hours to reverse course or you will be arrested and charged with international terrorism. I have directed my Attorney General, Raji, to ensure that my directive is immediately carried out. Signed, Sanamira Marin, Prime Minister of Finland. Of course, Nigerians have been reacting to this. Even Gaba Show also reacted to this. But before we look at Gaba's reaction, let's find out what Simon Ekpa himself. Remember, in the letter, it was written that he has just 48 hours to reverse that same statement using the same outlet, which means using the same social media handle. And this is what Simon Ekpa said that is really troubling. He started with saying that I call on Biafrans to be ready for the last battle for freedom. We'll weed out every presence of Nigeria in Biafra territory starting from the 23rd of February 2023. He didn't stop there. He also said, I will be the end of Nigeria and free Biafran people. Are you not ashamed? You have failed the people for over 60 years, and people now see their future in Biafra, and they listen and follow me and MNK and follow Biafra. Biafrans have spoken. It's called vote of no confidence. Shame. My God, it's really talking. But the question is, I'm here with my colleague. The question now is, how did we get this level? A lot of Nigerians have been bringing this to his attention. But he did say that at some point he's going to speak to his followers later in the day. But the question is, it's as if he's unperturbed about this whole letter issue. What's your take on all this?
Well, some hours ago, he addressed the issue of the letter. And according to him on his Twitter page, he said, people are calling me because of this fake letter, which I have already addressed. If you call me because of this, I will block you because it shows you are not following what I am doing. That was what he said. And then looking at different factors here before we can draw conclusions about this kind of letter. First of all, we know that there are two official languages spoken by, Finland as Finnish resident. One is Finnish and the other is Swedish. They speak those two languages. So using English to write the letter is really questionable. I don't know if this is done by some dudes, just to see how they can restore peace, in the southeast. But that was the first thing I checked, and I just believe that I had some question mark about this. You understand? But looking at the situation, looking at this, despite all what he had said, just to make people not believe the letter, some are saying, let's still wait after the 48 hours. If you still be making the utterances you're making, don't forget that Hans and Debo had complained about his activities in the southeast.
Some weeks back.
Yeah, and they are not happy about it, and they are like mandating the federal government that you guys need to do something right now, to correct this ill. This is what this guy is doing, and all of that. But and some people believe that Simon Ekpa, if he's really serious about this issue of independence for Biafrans, the ideal thing is for him to come back home and do the fighting himself. And just like Moses did, approaching you, he didn't sit far away from Egypt, to do what he did.
But
he went straight to Pharaoh's house.
Let's be realistic. He can't try that now.
And try dialoguing.
They will arrest him.
Yeah, that's true. They will arrest him. But the people are looking at different perspectives to this. Number one, you don't know the pains we're passing through out there. You don't feel it. You're just far away, and you're making this impute that is causing so much trouble for our own people. And that's why you see some leaders are like, man, whatever you are doing, can you stop doing it? We need peace. Peter Obi is almost there. Let's join forces together. Put in this man. Because the truth of the matter is, whether we migrate out, as I'm saying this based on what some leaders have said, whether we migrate out of Nigeria or not, it doesn't mean that we are migrating out and leaving corruption behind.
Okay.
You understand? After all, as we all know, the thing runs in the bloodstream of Nigerians, and every Nigerian go to the southeast, look at the level of betrayal we are seeing from their governors and all of that. They are not showing that they really want the good, because if they really want the good of the land, they would have been supporting Peter Obi. It's now that they have noticed that Peter Obi is almost getting there, and then you see some people making some statement and all of them. But before now, they were not.
Even till now. Some of them are not giving him the support he needs, It's just the people down there that are showing the support. So right now, the focus is more how to bring in Peter Obi. I read someone said something and said that Simon Ekpa, imagine the hands he's using to treat them now for him to be a minister. What will happen? It therefore means blood will be shedded almost on a daily basis. And a lot of things people are talking, So right now, we're still waiting for the 8 hour. It's not like 3 months from now. Let's see if truly the data emanated from the Finland government. But from all indication, I don't think, because it would have been addressed in Finnish or in Swedish. But I also feel that, like you rightly say, let's wait for 48 hours. If it's a fake letter, at some point the Finnish government will come and
address it. Yes, they will address it.
Okay, yeah. But if it's also a genuine letter,
they won't address it.
They won't.
They'll take actions.
The next thing we'll see is to wait till probably the end of the broadcast of Simon Ekpa, maybe the 47th hour, to see if he's probably going to apologize in a very
subtle way.
Okay. But that's going to wrap it up. What's your take? Do you think this is a fake letter, or do you think it's original? But then 48 hours will tell us all we need to know. Let's go wrap it up. Let's interact with it.